Luo Zhongrong, a pioneer of modernist Chinese music, was the first composer to adopt 12-tone technique in China after the Cultural Revolution ended in 1976. His first serial work was an art song composed in 1979. The role incorporates intervallic materials exclusively derived from the Chinese pentatonic scale. From this foundation, Luo went on to systematically explore the integration of pentatonicism and serialism. The Rhyme of Qin was written in 1993 for the Chinese zither, the Qin, and a chamber orchestra. This piece explores a new relationship between pentatonic scales and the 12-tone aggregate and quotes 7 melodies from classical Qin repertoires. My video features the opening section, which is divided into 3 units based on their underlying 12-tone roles. Each row follows a 5-5-2 structure. The 2 fives represent 2 non-overlapping pentatonic collections, while the 2 refers to the complementary dyad. I call this construction the pentatonicized 12-tone row. Unit 1 contains 3 blocks. The gray unfold pentatonic collection on B. The accompaniment is separated into pink and square box areas. The pink transposes the pentatonic on B down by 1 semitone to B flat. The pitch classes of these 2 scales do not overlap, creating a pair of non-overlapping pentatonic scales. They are complemented by a pentatonic interval of a perfect fifth. Finally, the 3 pitch collections form a complete pentatonicized 12-tone row. Importantly, the pitch ordering is less significant than the relationships between the collections. Simply put, the row is understood as a 5-5-2 structure, a pentatonic collection on B, followed by another on B flat, and a complementary dyad. This conceptualization of a row is central to the narrative process of this piece. A similar row construction appears in Unit 3, where the pentatonic on B reappears. Luo again uses it as a source collection, but transposes upward by 1 semitone to derive a new scale on C, played by the Qin. The 2 scales are complemented by another pentatonic dyad of a perfect fifth. The row construction changes in the middle unit. The pentatonic on B remains the source material. However, Luo shifts it to a distant scale on F by a tritone. Interestingly, this distant transposition evokes an opposite sense of closeness and familiarity for Chinese audiences. The new scale, plus a passing note E, serves as the foundation for a quoted traditional Qin melody called Narcissus melody. Let's listen to the melody. The tritonal distance between the 2 scales is mirrored by a complementary non-pentatonic dyad, a tritone. These multiple non-pentatonic tritonal relationships, T6 and the tritone dyad, diminish the pentatonic character of the resulting row. These create a tension that amplifies the polarity between the familiar Qin melody and the unfamiliar increasing non-pentatonic materials. Let's observe the opening section. All 3 units use pentatonic scale on B. The boundary units transpose it up or down by 1 semitone to create new scales, with their complementary dyads belonging to pentatonic intervals too. In contrast, the middle unit transposes the scale by a tritone, accompanied by a non-pentatonic dyad. In terms of pentatonicization, the section moves toward and then away from the minimally pentatonicized 12-tone row. This contrasts with the increasing impression of Chineseness in the middle unit, driven by the traditional melody. As the music progresses, we experience a heightened tension at this midpoint, where the familiarity of the melody collide with the unfamiliarity of the role's internal intervallic structure. Let's listen to this opening section. For the remainder of the music, Luo continues to semitonally transpose the pentatonic collection on B to other scales, using perfect fifths to connect adjacent scales to form a row. Additionally, he transposes the scales by T6 and links them with a tritone, generating further rows. Also, on the right side of this matrix, we can combine the adjacent scales with a perfect fifth to form more rows. This approach results in the complete 12-tone matrix. Throughout his life, Luo continued to systematically explore innovative ways to abstractly integrate pentatonicism into his serial writing. This video offers a glimpse into how a Chinese modernist composer embraced Western compositional techniques while remaining deeply rooted in Chinese musical traditions.